Supporting the second elimination of the Canadian Trotting Classic. It's post time. Second elimination of the Canadian Trotting Classic, and behind the gate. And here they come. They're off and trotting, and first away down the center, FICO fires out. 2 doors down to his right as Punxsutawney as Callahan hits the gas. From the inside, Corky is going to fill up the pocket spot as Miller wants nothing less than a 2-hole trip to the first turn. They gun to the opening quarter, and here on the outside comes Punxsutawney now to poke his head in front as he's clear by a length and a half on the way to the quarter. Corky's in the pocket spot. FICO dropped in third, then it's 3 lengths back to Too Cool for School from in fourth. Gap of another 2 lengths back inside. Racing fifth has Got a Secret. Sixth in behind the speed of Master of Law, and the early trailer seventh is Wheeling and Deal in the quarter in 27-3. And Dave Miller not content with the 2-hole trip as Corky is about to improve his position in the backstretch as he's out and rolling at 3/8, and he'll clear to the front. Punxsutawney released him without a fight. 2.5 lengths back now. It's a long shot. FICO from in third. Too Cool for School is gapped off the cover in front of him from back and forth. Underway fifth outside now. Master of Law gets rolling from the backfield. He's about 7 lengths off the lead with a half mile of racetrack to cover. Half in 56-2. So the teletimer is the best friend of Corky and Dave Miller tonight. Corky operates through very sensible fractions as he takes that lead to the far turn, but things are going to get interesting now. Here comes Master of Law with powerful strides on the outside now, suddenly to the leader's wheel, so Dave Miller gets the whip up on the back of Corky as Corky gets a final turn wake-up call. Master of Law on the outside takes it to him. Back in third is Punxsutawney, moving up on cover, Wheeling and Dealing well, placed fourth outside tonight by Filion. 3/4 in 125-3. Put to pressure is Corky. Outside, Master of Law. Wheeling and Dealing kicks out off cover tonight. In behind horses trying to find a way through as they come into the final eighth of the mile. That is Punxsutawney, but it's Master of Law who's clear. Punxsutawney drops inside. Wheeling and Dealing is third. Still there, Master of Law. Punxsutawney at the inside closing late. Master of Law, a gritty win to score by a head in 153-4. Second best was Punxsutawney. Wheeling and Dealing was third.
Scott Zeron captures both Canadian Trotting Classic eliminations here inside the winner's circle. Scott Zeron, Scott, Master of Law. You tried to trip this horse out, but you still ended up first over.
Yeah, well, that's the problem when you're sitting there at 2-5. Everyone wants to follow you, kind of thing. So, I was fine with coming first up. I just didn't want to have to put him on front again tonight.
Okay, he's been very nicely managed, I should say. He hasn't really faced Grand Circuit colts up until now. What were your expectations coming in, given the fact that he's fresh off a Kentucky Sire Stakes victory, going for $250,000 that you drove?
Well, I know how talented he is, and so did Frank, even at the beginning of the year. But he just wanted to take his time and just let him mature a little bit because he's a little bit tough to handle in the race, and we wanted to bring him along nice and easy. So we tripped him out his first few starts, and then at Lexington we let him go to the front, and he impressed, and he did again tonight.
He's a horse that we don't know too much about. What do you like best about him as a driver?
Well, he's very tough to handle, but it's his absolute endurance. I mean, he can go all day, and I like him chasing horses a little bit better. He likes to mow them down.
Okay, I got to ask you, who are you taking in the final? Everybody wants to know.
The one benefit of having the 2-limb winners, we get to pick our posts, and I don't know. We'll talk to both the trainers and owners, and we'll go from there.
Tough problem to have, but good luck next week.
Thank you.
Scott Zeron and Master of Law captured the second of 2 Canadian Trotting Classic eliminations.